For those who are not aware, after just 30 pulls in Ash Echoes, you will get to choose a 6-star character from the OG squad. However, I highly recommend everyone to wait just a little before using it. Ash Echoes is a very synergy focused game, and it will be a lot better to use the Selector after you've already gotten some 6 stars in your hand. Get your hands on your first 6 star from a banner, plus also the free random 6 star from the progression quest before using the Selector. For this video, I will be going over some of the best start of the game, with the consideration of both how they currently work and also how they hold up in CN. Let's start with our first featured banner, Ying. So, Ying is a summoning focused physical character who can summon a lot of drones to attack the enemy, and all of these drones will deal their damage over time. Even until today, she is considered the core of the summoning team, and in the future the summoning team even become better as more summoning characters get added into this team. Now, she does struggle a little bit in the burst damage department without her seed, and she is not comparable in specific type of content if you just want to kill the boss as fast as possible. However, as general DPS, she is still very good. Since she is the summoning team's core, if you get her from the radar banner, it is best to also pick up Luke with your selection, and these two will form the summoning team on release and will carry you through majority of the content. Now, another character that's very similar to the situation of Ying is Cyros. He is also relevant in CN until this day as the core to any fire team. First of all, he can apply fire element to a very large area with his enhanced skill. Now, to get there, you will need to use his ultimate first, which changes form to the beast. Additionally, his damage alone is very good, honestly. Despite being a melee character, he actually attacking a very large area in his beast form. And even until this day, he is one of the best fire echomancer, period. Because not only is he good in fire teams, he can also be used in any team that can benefit from the fire elemental area he generates. If you do not have his seed 1, which allow him to instantly enter the beast form by using his ultimate at the beginning of the combat, I do recommend pairing him with Raid for now, as Raid can apply fire instantly with his skill. And you can just switch Raid off the field after you've got the fire ground you needed, or after Cyros got his first ultimate. Now, in my opinion, I would consider picking up his seed 1 with the Selector if you got him on the banner, because he is very long-lived in the meta and definitely want his seed 1 if possible. Another pretty good start is actually Loro. So, she is a corrosion focused character, and she's still the core to any corrosion focused team until this day due to her ability to increase their corrosion applied. She is also a very good frontline who's very tanky and deals decent amount of damage through her passive effect by increasing the basic attack of the ally. Now, the only issue you will face right now specifically with the corrosion team as a whole is with the limited amount of 6-star we have in the corrosion team, and due to corrosion's effect deal damage based on the enemy's max HP, a pure corrosion team can really struggle in clearing mobs. In the future, this is again soft, but for now, if you get her as your first 6-star, even though her Seed 1 is considered really good, I still wouldn't use it on her for now. Seed 1 allows her to switch to backup and still have her team-wide on-hit effect for corrosion, but it's not as big use right now as Zyros Seed 1. Now, the last character I would consider at least decent to start with is Ling. Now, she actually does fall off eventually in the meta for CN side of things, but she still very good healer and support. Between her barrier, her healing, and the damage reduction she does, she's one of the best survivalists in the game in general, and also she can stack inspiration really fast with the help of barrier water. Now, while she does have that on her leader skill, it's better to just get it from the memory tree's Nightmares Awaken passive instead. She is a survivability, so her leader skill from her potential is mostly focused on survivability. Now, getting her doesn't really affect the character you'll be looking at in the Selector in my opinion, and if I were to get her after losing a 50-50, I would basically do the same thing as if I get a Loro, right? I would just chase for Ying and get my hand on Luke. Honestly speaking, unless you lost your 50-50 to Cyros, at which point you want to chase his seed 1, I would always go for chasing for Yun on the banner after losing 50-50 and then pick up Luke. That is just the best start. Now there is a character you absolutely should not go for, even if you got Cyros, okay? Even though it's an S rank on Private tier list and is said to be synergetic. And honestly speaking, don't trust Private's tier list, okay? Just don't. Anyway, she is pretty much a completely defense-focused character with very limited amount of damage boost for the team. And right now, people in CN only use her if she's at least Seed 3, which is the dupe system, since I did mention earlier. Because at C3, she provides 15% damage increase to all fire Echomancers, but I promise you it's not something worth chasing for in general. If you happen to get her as your pull, you can pair her with Cyros as your selector right now to form the fire team. And at least for the release time, she's still considered to be good at Seed 1, as this seed attaches a resistance reduction effect to her skill. And when that triggers, it can also trigger the memory trace Dusk Radiance's weakness mark passive, and increase their actual damage taken by up to 60% for that duration. But still, I would not chase her seed, even if I were to get her. Okay, now those are the 6 stars. I do want to also mention 2 special characters that are not 6 stars, but are still relevant even in CN right now. First, we have the 5-star in written, 7-star in reality, the Bennett of Ash Echoes, whose name is Frida. Frida is broken for a very simple reason. Her stats boost with her skill is kind of high, and she also heals the team. And both of those numbers are pretty ridiculous. If possible, once you're done with collecting the characters you need to form your specific team, one of your goals should be reaching Seed 3 with Frida. Now, the reason for that is actually very simple. Her Seed 3 greatly increased the speed her ultimate come back up by synergizing with her healing. This allows it to basically permanently cover the team with her ultimate boosted buffing effect, which again, the number is really high and it's kind of broken. Another character you should consider checking out is Boss. He is a cat. You can get him by completing stuff related to furniture in your home base. Now, he's not useful for general content, but he exists as one of the best cheese for rushing bosses, because his skill can charge the ultimate of characters and buy a ton, and also provide some attack boost down the side as well. And this allows the team to very quickly burst down the bosses in specific boss focus fights. And that's pretty much all for this video. Hopefully with this, you will have a better idea on who to pull for at the beginning, especially if you're reroling. I will be streaming Ash Echoes for this whole week on both YouTube channel and also my Twitch with monthly card giveaways on the Twitch channel. So come by and say hi. As always, this has been SteamBandX. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.